Hey everyone, it's me Arthur Kade and welcome back to Behind the Velvet Rope. Get ready for a loaded episode. From chatting with this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit models, to going Valentine's Day shopping with Victoria's Secret angels, to speaking with some of television's biggest stars, and going backstage at Broadway's groundbreaking new show, we've got you covered. Stay tuned. The Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition is already a phenomenon that fans eagerly await every year, and this year they made history by featuring 3 different women and body types on the covers. We were at Sports Illustrated Swim City to chat with the models, including cover girls Ashley Graham and Haley Clausen. When you look at what Sports Illustrated did this year, you, Haley, and Rhonda, it's iconic. It's going to be iconic.
Yes.
Talk to me about the message that an iconic magazine already brought to the masses.
Well, let me tell you something. There's 70 million people that read Sports Illustrated. 20 million of them are women. And what we're doing is we're letting women know that they are worth it. That their bodies, no matter what shape they are, no matter how strong they are, no matter how sexy, curvaceous, whatever they are, they're worth it. And they're beautiful. And beauty is beyond size. And I think that Sports Illustrated really nailed it on the head this time.
Did you have any inkling up until the announcement on TNT?
No, I had no idea. They started shuffling us off on stage, and Rhonda and I were just having a girl crush like around each other. I was like, "You're so beautiful." She's like, "No, you're so beautiful." And all of a sudden, we're on stage, and nobody is behind us. And I'm like, oh, Haley's got the cover, because I thought, oh my God, why would Rhonda get it? She's like, sports person. They put models on the cover. I was thinking it was too risky to put me on the cover, because I'm the first, girl my size to be in the pages of Sports Illustrated, so it's got to be Haley. So I started whispering to her, "Haley, it's your cover, it's your cover." And sure enough, it was all 3 of us.
What is being on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition? How does it change your life?
I mean, it's magazines sold everywhere, so you're gonna see it. It's just like growing up in my grocery store, you saw it, but my career is gonna change. I'm a name. I have a voice now. I can do and say whatever I want, not in a bad way, but I can make a difference in the world, and I can promote like healthy body image, which is what the magazine's all about. But also, my career is gonna become a whole new game.
When you found out you were on the cover, where were you? What was your reaction?
I was live on television on TNT.
That was the first time you knew?
That was the first time I knew. I thought maybe like the girls that had it, like before I knew I had it, already knew. But nope, it's a genuine shock. That wasn't fake.
You were on the cover last year. Do you miss being on the cover? Do you want to take it from me?
No, to be honest, it was such a good time, but it's like time to pass the torch, And it's going to be such a wild and crazy year for these girls that I'm so excited to see this really transform their life. So it should be interesting.
What was being on the cover? How did it change your life?
Oh my God, it just changed it in so many ways, from the littlest things, from being invited to events and being taken seriously in the fashion world to hosting a TV show. It just it's a wild, wild ride, but it's been a blast. So, and to be asked back again, it's just, and to see these girls. And
it's like an automatic invite. If you're on the cover, you're definitely getting
I said this in one of the videos on SI.com, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. But it's so true, because every year you wait for a callback. I mean, it's not a guarantee that once you're in the issue, it doesn't mean you get to come back. So for me, I was like, yes, this means I get to be in it another year.
You've gotten to film in some of the most beautiful locations on the planet year after year. What have been 1 or 2 that have been your favorites?
I mean, I shot in Zanzibar this year. It was absolutely incredible. What was cool about it is the other locations I've been to, like Cook Islands, which is one of my favorite places also. Zanzibar has more culture and realness to it. Like, it's more raw. You see, like, the real people, and for me, that was really, really special, that it's not just, a bunch of couples laying around sipping on mimosas. There's just real people living there, and the poverty, you see it all, and it's life-changing. So it was really amazing to me.
When you win Rookie of the Year, obviously Sports Illustrated, this incredible brand, everybody reads it, every male person reads it. What was it like for you winning Rookie of the Year? How did it change your life?
I was so shocked because last year was my first year modeling, and Sports Illustrated was my first professional shoot. So I was expecting to not even be in the magazine. I was like, they're totally going to cut me. I have no idea what I'm doing. And so just to be in it was amazing. And then, to be Rookie of the Year I was like, are you guys sure? Really? Was there a mix-up on the computer? Did the computers crash?
The reaction has been overwhelmingly, incredibly positive. It's got to be such a great thing to know you're putting that positive message in the world and people are receiving it and responding to it.
Yeah, it is. It's huge. I mean, I'm going to get weepy on you, but,
I just want Barbara Walters on.
Yeah, a little bit. Baba Wawa, it might happen. But no, I mean, I think, no matter what, if you've ever struggled with your weight or your how you think you look or how a certain dress looks on you, by the way, even gorgeous girls have days where they feel ugly and not, most confident. And if this helps a little girl or a little boy or a man or a woman feel better about themselves and who they can think is beautiful and how they feel about themselves, well, yeah, hell yeah,
Awesome. I remember interviewing her last year. She goes from rookie to cover.
She was rookie my year, and then all of a sudden, it's crazy. I'm so happy for her, and I mean, she is the perfect cover girl. I'm so happy.
How about Ashley? To have a full-size model, I think, we're in this incredible age right now where that is a perfect message for not everybody can be 5'10" and skinny. I mean, she is a perfect message. Talk to me about that message and what she sends to younger women everywhere.
I think it's an awesome message, just having confidence in yourself and just being able to, promote yourself in any way. It doesn't matter what you look like, it just matters how you feel, and I think that really comes off in her pictures. She's a gorgeous woman, and I think it's awesome that she can represent what she represents.
When you look around, the brand that this is, I was just talking to MJ about what this brand stands for. Talk to me about being part of it.
It's really cool. It's so amazing for us because we can be in different magazines and do different jobs, but nothing has a huge promo tour like this, and nothing really uses your name to this extent and posts video of you and you talking and being yourself. So it's really exciting. You get to shoot in a beautiful place for a couple of days and do press for a week to celebrate a really fun job. What could be better?
So when you look around, you have some of the best in the business around you, from Nina Agdal. You've got the gorgeous Kelly Rohrbach, who was a rookie last year, won Rookie of the Year. Do you take away some tips about moving forward? How do I keep doing this?
No, they asking tips from me.
That's awesome.
No, I've been modeling for 10 years. So I know all the girls for years now, and of course Lily Aldridge was telling me to be confident because it was very difficult for me with my body to shoot this because I don't know, it's never been my favorite thing to be just in a tiny, teeny bikini. But they told me to feel sexy because I am sexy.
We're at Swim City right now. How many people are here? Does it still blow your mind, the popularity? Magazines, people aren't reading magazines the way they used to, but everyone gets a swimsuit edition.
We don't really need to read Sports Illustrated. So I think people come out. I mean, it's a classic. It's every year, even since I was a kid, I remember being excited about this magazine coming out. So it actually makes sense that people still, and it's awesome that still people get excited about it.
Can you see yourself doing this for another decade?
If they'll allow me to, sure, why not? I'll be the oldest girl going, but I would love to.
You were one of the contest winners, so that's kind of cool. You submit for the contest, you're there's probably no chance I'm going to win. Then you find out you won, and you're one of the contestants. How cool is that?
It's amazing because I know hundreds of girls were interviewed and they probably went through thousands and thousands of portfolios, and it was narrowed down to 6 girls, and I'm one of those lucky 6, so it feels awesome.
When you're a rookie in that magazine, which is read by millions upon millions, what does it do for your life?
I think it just puts your career in a different direction, and I mean, for me, I had a baby. It was terribly timed. So I couldn't come, I couldn't meet the fans, I couldn't do a lot of things, and that really hurt me because I like interacting with people. This time around, it's awesome, I get to be here and sign things and take photos with people, and that's what it's all about. And Sports Illustrated is all about the girl, so that's what's exciting about it.
Every year during New York Fashion Week, the Kids Rock Fashion Show displays the latest children's fashion while benefiting a great cause. We spoke to host Cece Sabathia and all of the proud celebrity guests eager to see their children strut down the runway. You're hosting this shindig tonight. How'd you get involved with this?
My kids have walked into the past 5 years. And, Fran and everybody decided they wanted to honor the Pitch In Foundation. We're more than happy to do it, and it's been a great deal.
It is such an incredible cause that Kids Rock works with. Talk to me about the organization and what they're doing.
It's been great. Our organization is benefiting the Pitch In Foundation. We do field renovations, backpack giveaways. We're actually doing a field renovation that's unveiling in April. So I'm so excited about that. It's been a long process, and I hope the kids enjoy it.
You're my hero. How many times do people tell you that in a day?
A lot.
You getting tired of it yet?
No.
It's crazy. First of all, being here to support Kids Rock. Talk to me about this wonderful show, the organization, because I know this is something you guys have done before.
Yeah, this is an amazing show. This is Leah's third time doing it, and we love for her to be a part of it. Just because when she was going through different treatments, it made her change physically. And this allows her to build back up that confidence when she's walking down a runway and hearing everybody cheer for her.
You're one of the great examples, your story of how life beyond football matters.
Right.
Has it blown your mind to see how much people have cared, how this ballooned into a national story and the support that you probably received?
It really has. When you look at the news, you see a lot of bad things that are going on in this world. But when I first went public with my daughter's story, everybody rallied around us and it let us know how many good people are out there. So I think people just need a cause of support, and people will come together, and support it.
When you look at all the work that this organization is doing, when you're able to give back in this format, talk to me about being able to give back.
Oh, that's the most important thing, that, when you give, you get. So charity is the best thing to do.
You've been a busy lady. I'm dying to read your book. Has it blown you away to see the response that you've gotten about your journey, your book? It seems like you're everywhere right now.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm here to share my story with everyone and to inspire people around the world.
Your kids are walking in this awesome show. How cool is it?
They are. I'm super excited. Last year they walked, but my middle one, Gino, would not do it. So this year he's saying he's doing it, so I'm hoping he gets on the runway and actually does it this year. I'm so excited.
Are they nervous?
They are. My little one gets nervous. He said, "Mommy, I'm nervous," but it's so cute to see them do this. So it's a big deal to be 5 years old and walk in Fashion Week. So it's so cute.
Speaking of a big deal, Real Housewives of New Jersey, you guys have a cast member back. How's that been?
We do. We're back. It's amazing. It's really good. We're in production right now, so lots of fun, exciting things going on. It's great.
Last time I saw you, Tiki Barber, we were on a red carpet for such a great cause. We're back for another great cause today, Kids Rock. Talk to me about being here to support this wonderful organization.
Yeah, this is fun. CC and Amber Sabathia got us involved with this, and they asked if our 2-year-old Brooklyn, who I think might be the youngest walker on the catwalk today, would be involved. And we said absolutely. She'll have fun with other kids, and now I'm keeping my fingers crossed that she smiles and walks straight as opposed to freaking out, running back, or laying down and throwing a tantrum. But we'll see.
Was there any training involved? Were you like, this is how you have to do it?
We did a little bit of training, but it was like 2 days ago. So she's generally a tomboyish, beautiful smile, big hair kind of girl, so I think she'll be okay.
Who better to shop with for Valentine's Day than two of your favorite Victoria's Secret angels? We went shopping with Elsa Hosk and Jasmine to pick out Victoria's Secret's latest gifts. All right, Elsa Hosk, if I had a girlfriend, I want you to take me shopping right now.
Yes.
This is a big if. We need to give me a girlfriend.
Okay.
Let's go buy some stuff. What am I buying from Victoria's
What we
Secret?
got here, if you're just starting to date someone, I would recommend getting this fragrance, which is the Love Me More fragrance. And it's perfect if you're just starting to date someone and you don't really know their size, you might not be sure, you don't want to ask, get this, because it's gorgeous, it smells amazing, it has this sort of vintagey bottle. Any woman will love this, I can guarantee you.
It smells delicious.
I mean, it's the perfect gift if the guy doesn't know the girl's size or you don't, you're a little nervous to pick out lingerie. This is the perfect gift to give, and it smells so warm and sexy, and it's actually really cool. This little Victoria's Secret here comes off and is a cuff. So that's kind of fun.
cool.
You can wear it as a bracelet.
It's 2-in-1. That's awesome.
2-in-1.
If you have like a girlfriend that you've been dating for a while and you know her size and everything, my personal favorite is this little lace teddy.
That's a cool color too.
It's gorgeous. I mean, imagine your girlfriend wearing this under a dress and then she takes it off. It's so stunning. And the whole collection is really about extra sexy. The bras are amazing. They fit really well. It's all about the lace, the black, the red, the pink. So you really can't go wrong with any of it. I would just, know your girlfriend's taste or your wife or, whatever you have. And if you're not dating someone, I would really recommend getting the body care collection. It comes in like a little package and it's just all around gorgeous. It smells really good. It's all natural. I would definitely get this for my mom for Valentine's Day. She would love it.
The thing I learned today was do not go shopping with Elsa Hosk because I will walk out of a store broke. I will be broke coming out of the store. Should we get this? I'll be like, I'll take 100.
So Victoria's Secret just launched the Very Sexy collection in limited colors. And we have this amazing lace halter demi, which is one of my favorites. And I think it's very classic and chic and perfect for that special night.
What was your best Valentine's Day ever?
I can't really kiss and tell.
Oh my God. It could be a gift.
I know. I do like to go away for the weekend and just do a little nice trip somewhere. And, doesn't have to be anything crazy, even just staying home, watching a movie with one you love and like having a great dinner together and getting lots of flowers and just feeling like you're very special.
My favorite Valentine's Day was probably last year. My boyfriend surprised me and took me to this beautiful restaurant where there's like roses in between each of the tables, and it was just like a dream Valentine's.
When you have a great one like that we're coming up on the new one, what do you want? Like, what's on your secret Santa Valentine's Day wish list?
Well, he's kind of in trouble because last year was so good, so he's got to step it up a little bit. But I don't know, I'm hoping for maybe something like this. Very sexy.
Just like, buy me everything.
Buy me this.
Taylor Kinney heats up the screen week after week on Chicago Fire and now sizzles on the cover of TV Guide magazine. We caught up with him at the TV Guide cover party where he spoke about the honor. Cover of TV Guide, man. Does it get any better than that?
It's pretty great. My mom heard about it and she kept asking me, when does it come out and where can I get it? So I want to get a stack and send it for moms, but pretty great honor. We've been on a really great run since we started. We are in the middle of season 4 of a show that we just got picked up for season 5, and I can't thank NBC, Dick Wolf, and TV Guide enough. I'm on a good run.
Is it blowing you away? You guys were the beginning of this Chicago. Now it's like Dick Wolf has taken over Chicago. He's turned it into Wolf-Cago at this point. Is it blowing you away to see the success of your franchise, but also all the other franchises?
Yeah, like when you start on any job, especially I think network television, there's a lot of finger crossing going on. There's a lot of hoops to be jumped through in terms of getting that pilot, getting a pickup, getting 13 episodes, and then having a back 9, getting a full season. And I remember one of my proudest moments was I remember one of our line producers, John Roman, he announced to everybody that we had got picked up for season 2, it was the first time in my career that I've been a part of that. I was a part of something from the inception, and to know that it worked, people watch it, they like it, that has meant the world to me. And now it's taken off. So when we first started, there wasn't a clause in the contract that said, we're going to do a cop show, we're going to do a med show, we're going to do this. It was just our show. And now to see how much it's grown, I think it would have been really intimidating at the beginning had I known how big it would become. But it feels like family, everybody, the cast, the crew, and it really does feel like we're a part of something special.
Eclipsed is already being called Broadway's most groundbreaking show of 2016. For the first time, an all-female, all-black cast takes the stage to tell the story of 5 women during the Liberian Civil War. We spoke to playwright, The Walking Dead star Denai Guerrera, and producer Lala Anthony all about it. What an enormous change from killing zombies for a living. Congratulations, Eclipsed has made it to Broadway.
Thank you.
Being a playwright, how did this all come about for you, this incredible story?
Well, really, it came about when I looked at a New York Times article about women in Liberia right at the end of the war in 2003, and I just saw this depiction of these women who had been
soldiers in the war zone, and I grew up in Africa, a very different part of Africa, in of course Zimbabwe versus Liberia, and so I'd never seen a war, but I was so enthralled, and I'm always pursuing the African woman narrative because that's what I do. And it's what I'm passionate about because I see it so little. I wanted to try and do it myself. And so I just, pursued it and ended up on a plane to Liberia and said, I hope these ladies are willing to share their stories with me. And I was so embraced. And I really was keen to see stories other than Charles Taylor's story heard by the world. Like what about Julie Endy and Rita Weezer and Etwida Cooper, these women who fought to stop this war or who got through so many travesties and made it through. And really, we don't know their stories. We don't know the stories of women who are survivalists and get through the war zone. So I was so keen to see that happen. Did I imagine this? No. I just felt the story needed to be told in whatever way I could.
You get Lupita involved, one of the best in the business. How does that happen?
She understudied it in grad school when we were doing it at Yale Repertory. I mean, it was like kismet. She walked in to the graduate acting program when we were doing it, and she was assigned as our understudy. And then we just developed a relationship from there with the play, and I had already known her, but of course our friendship grew, and with her, she grew with some of the girls who are in the play now still. She met them back then, so it was just, it's kismet, it's kind of insane how it's just like, her love for the play continued, and she wanted to get back on stage, and so she wanted to work with this, and she let me know that. So it's amazing.
What a change of pace for you, Lala Anthony. Last time I spoke to you, it was on the red carpet at Chirac. You were starring in it.
Yes.
Now you're behind the scenes. You're a producer here for this wonderful production, Eclipsed. How'd you get involved?
I got a call from my friend Marvette about the play, and when I came to see it at the Public Theater, I was just completely blown away. I had like goosebumps and chills. I was like, this play is amazing. Lupita is amazing. The cast is amazing. I'm like, how can I just be a part of it somehow? So I signed on to be a producer, and I just wanted to be a part of something really powerful, something that matters, something that sparks conversation, and I definitely think Eclipse is going to do that.
You have two of the best people in the business, both Denai and Lupita involved. Denai, the playwright, Lupita, one of the best actresses right now in the industry. Getting involved with two incredible women of that caliber, what's it been like?
I love it. For me, it's like girl power all the way around, and we completely support each other. We're doing this together, and I think it's a great example to set out there for other women in this industry and women coming up, like, support each other. Let's do this together and bring some powerful, amazing pieces of art to the world out there.
The story of the resurrection of Jesus Christ has been told countless times on the big screen. Risen turns the familiar tale on its head by telling the story through the eyes of a non-believer. Joseph Fiennes spoke with us about portraying a Roman soldier on a manhunt to find Jesus' missing body. This story, I love it. I've seen every Jesus movie under the sun.
You have?
I think I have. I'm like the glossary of Jesus movies, I think, now. But this is a totally different take on it. Obviously, we're looking at from a person who doesn't believe's eyes. Talk to me about what drew you to this role in this Roman soldier.
Well, there were a few components. One, our veteran director, Kevin Reynolds. I felt I could really trust his vision, and I've been a big fan of his. Also, the narrative. From a young age, the story of Christ has been very arresting for me. And also the idea of visiting this narrative from the eyes of a Roman military tribune, a non-believer, if you like. And also, it's got a whole detective twist to it. It's kind of like Bible noir. And so I loved the kind of the tension and the fresh take that the film delivers.
What I love is we see the transformation with him throughout the movie. Talk to me about that transformation, because it goes from one end of the spectrum to the other pretty quickly.
Well, that was a big attraction. It's a sort of a great opportunity for an actor to go on that journey and take an audience on that journey. But I felt that he was a man that's deeply conditioned in Roman military warfare. He's brutal and surgical when it comes to battle, and the same in his life. He's a man that serves Pontius Pilate and serves the cause of Rome, and then suddenly all that conditioning is undone when he comes against the followers of Christ and their philosophy. And I love the sort of the fallout of him getting to understand their philosophy. And then there's obviously an irrevocable moment when he goes to hunt them down and he finds a man that shouldn't be there.
This movie's going to get quite the reaction both ways. Talk to me about what you want people to take away from this movie. What is the message and the reaction you hope they take away?
Well, I hope that the audience take away, if they're believers, they take away the continued conversation of faith and what that means to them. And if they're non-believers, I think you can still appreciate the value of redemption and forgiveness. And also just to look at soldiers running around and, in Roman gear is kind of fun too.
Few shows on television give you a more impactful look at family life than CBS's Blue Bloods. We caught up with star Bridget Moynahan to talk about the success of the show at the CBS Watch 10th anniversary party. Before we even start, I have to see this party favor. This has got to be the best thing ever.
It's a lollipop with my face on it.
That means you've made it. Once you have a lollipop with you.
I made it. I'm on a dessert.
CBS Watch, magazine, the network. Talk to me about being here to support all of it.
I was lucky enough to do a shoot with them one time, and we shot in Paris, and it was such a pleasure. We had so much fun, and they do great work. So I'm really happy to come down tonight and not be working, so I can come down and celebrate.
Speaking of working, Blue Bloods, it's a show that just keeps on going.
Yeah, hopefully it'll keep going.
You're like renew.
Yeah.
Talk to me about being part of the show. The family feel of it is so unique for television. It's got to be just so cool.
It is nice because that is the aspect people always comment on about the family, and being part of that family dinner for the viewers, I think, is a special moment, and it kind of makes everyone reflect on their own family and hopefully get together more often.
The cast that you work with now, from Donnie to Tom, I can't think, if I was an actor, of a cast that is probably a cooler cast to work with. Talk to me about what it's like on set with the guys and the girls.
It's actually drama-free. We've got a really good cast that have gotten along from day one, and it's like family. We've had marriages and births and deaths, and we've spent a long time together, and it really feels like a family.
That's it for another fun episode. Make sure to join us again behind the Velvet Rope.